Was really good. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the boxing clinic, keeping it moving today. And a quick 5 video. I ain't done one of these in a minute. Just basically 5 minutes on the topic. And Yuriorkis Gamboa is taking on Jason Sosa. Jason Sosa, I believe, got outclassed by Fasal Lomachenko last time, and I think they stopped it. Not that he was getting, in pain. He was getting embarrassed. There was no point to continue. He just had no shot versus Fasal Lomachenko. But Gamboa last time out had a very, very razor-close decision in Mexico. Remember, he got whooped on Golden Boy Boxing TV not too long ago by some guy, some journeyman guy. And he says there's no pressure on him in this fight. He's a damn lie. He hired a new trainer, boxing coach, to come in. He said he's going to train like he never did before. And this actually could be the last time that we've seen Yuriorkis Gamboa in the ring. He's a guy that just never fulfilled his prophecy as being one of the great Cuban fighters on a professional level. He was at one point he looked unbeatable. We always know he hit the canvas because, he was always relying on his athletic ability to get him out of issues. The only reason he really became invincible, the reason he became not invincible no more, it's the simple fact that he went to the thing with Top Rank, signed with 50 Cent in activity. And then through the inactivity, he moved up in weight because he couldn't find the fights that he was looking for. And he started fighting bigger guys, and he fought a guy named Terrence Crawford, who legitimately should have been fighting at 147. He fought him at 35, and he almost put Terrence Crawford in the pine box early on. But we know Gamboa is a notorious front runner, and he fades during some of the fights, especially when the weight advantage is nowhere near his favor. And Crawford beat him, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't like he ain't show a good account of himself. But I think the weight was just too much. I think the damage he took in the fight was just too much. It was bad matchmaking. He had to come to the table, and he had to get a big fight, and he took a risk. And the risk really turned his career around for the worse. And now, just since that fight, he ain't been the same. And due to inactivity, I don't think we got to see the best Gamboa fight the best, guy that's the same size as him. He had to jump up a weight looking for fights. And while he should have stayed at 130 and down there where he looked invincible, and I know a lot of those fighters that was at, super featherweight and where he fought at 126, I know those guys was happy that he moved up, like Mikey Garcia, Vasily Lomachenko, before they came on the scene, because they wouldn't even be on the scene if Gamboa still would have, diligently made the weight and stay active and stay true to his craft down there. None of them would have touched him. I'm sorry. Not in those days. Not at the prime Yuriorkis Gamboa. But he had to move up to find fights because he was inactive and he probably had layoff weight and destroyed his career. And he's not the same fighter. He's in the same class as with Roy Jones. Is when their athletic ability drop off, they so reliant on their reflexes and their speed and their athletic gifts that they didn't really have technique. And when that athletic ability drop off and you got to rely on technique, they didn't have no technique, so they started getting knocked out and getting beat left and right because they didn't have that speed advantage no more. Just one half step they would lose, made the difference. And but he dead wrong here. He need to be desperate tonight because it's over with. He loses Jason Sosa tonight, man. It's just definitely over with. They fighting a little bit over the superweight limit, featherweight limit of 130. But this is his last hurrah. He hasn't looked the same in the last fights, and it's because he don't have no technique, and he's old. He took a lot of punishment. And this could be the very last time you see Gamboa on this type of stage. And, it is what it is. Jason Sosa looking to get back on top. He's a solid foe. I probably would roll with him tonight to beat Gamboa. I will. I will roll again Jason Sosa to beat Gamboa. It's over for Gamboa, man. I don't know what he can contribute to the sport of boxing or what he got going outside of boxing. But he better figure it out now, because if he lose tonight, he got to do something else, And it's been said that he's not, he doesn't listen to his boxing coaches. He's not the hardest trainer. He got some lazy tendencies. And when you're that good, you tend to have that. But hard work beats talent any day. If you never heard that, that's the truth right there. And Jason Sosa's going to work hard, and he probably going to stop Gamboa tonight, man. That's what I think, man. I hate to see Gamboa go out like that. A lot of guys didn't want to fight him when he was down there. And then, they talk shit and now he look vulnerable. But, this is his last hurrah. Probably last time you see Gamboa on this stage. And he technically don't even deserve to be on the stage as his last performance. But he's Gamboa. He's a name. And Sosa trying to make a name and get back to a world title. In the world title hunt, we gone.